Welcome to the Huddle. I'm Junaid, this is Mubin, and we have Minhas today joining us.
So, Derrick Rose traded to the New York Knicks. The Knicks will be receiving Derrick Rose, Justin Holiday, and a second-round pick. Chicago gets Robin Lopez, Jose Calderon, and Jerry Grant. It's a pretty big deal. Derrick Rose was not working out in Chicago, so the Knicks decided they'll take him. Former MVP. The Knicks got a former MVP on their roster now. Junaid, I want to ask you, what do you think about this move?
I'm truly happy for Derrick Rose. I mean, this guy been through some tough injuries over the last few seasons, and people forgot how good of a player he was.
Yeah.
And getting back to your question, I think a change of scenery for him to New York will definitely be better for him, psychologically especially. I mean, coming from that type of injury, like it'll hold you back from going back to that former MVP type of player that he was. And New York didn't really give up anything on that trade. They traded Jose Calderon, who only averaged 7 points per game last season. Yeah. And you got a guy who could score 16 plus points easily, even right now, even after the injuries. Okay. That's what he averaged last season, basically. And
So you see it as a plus for the Knicks. Right. Minhas, I want to ask you, what do you think?
Yeah, I kind of actually agree with Junaid. I think Phil Jackson knew what he was doing when he made this trade. I mean, even though there's a lot of downside to getting Derrick Rose, injury prone and whatnot, but they basically gave up nothing to get Derrick Rose. Jose Calderon and Robin Lopez. You basically got him for nothing. And worst case scenario, he gets injured. Best case scenario, they have a pretty good team. They make the playoffs. They make a good run. And even if he does get injured, his contract ends this summer, or next summer. So. Right. It's a 1-year deal. They open up about $20 million in cap space next summer. So it's worth the gamble.
Derrick Rose right now is getting $21 million. This is his final contract year. So usually guys tend to play well in the contract years. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I personally disagree with the trade. I just think this is the Knicks just telling their fans we're gonna be bad and we're gonna make a move just to just keep you happy. The Knicks have been making these kind of moves forever. Signing Robin Lopez is just a waste of money. If you're going to be bad, go bad, trade Melo, build with Porzingis. If you're going to be bad, you making the playoffs and losing to the Cavs isn't going to do anything for you. It's only going to set your franchise back even more. No one wants to go to New York. We've seen this even last year when they made a big pursuit over Greg Monroe, and he turned them down for Milwaukee. That's not a free agent destination for anybody. Milwaukee, who wants to go to Milwaukee to play basketball when New York wants you? New York is it's known as a big market. So that's just... That's the state of the Knicks in a lot of players' eyes. They don't see the Knicks as a destination anymore. And that's partly because they don't have young talent and they're making moves like this. So I just disagree with that. I think they should just bottom out and go from the beginning. And we see two teams that did this recently. Golden State, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Harrison Barnes. Their probably 4 best players are all drafted. So that's the model I would follow. Same thing with Oklahoma City as well. A lot of young players just draft. That's just better for you. You could build with Porzingis. Josh Jackson, the #1 overall pick next year. He's going to be a builder for you. He's a shooting guard as well. That's what I would do.
But the thing is, it will be really tough to trade away Carmelo because nobody wants his money. It's so expensive. Yeah. I mean, who actually have that cap money right now?
Yeah, Carmelo Anthony, cap won't be an issue, but Carmelo Anthony, he just aged. That's another reason why I just don't think, I think going younger is better because with Carmelo Anthony's age, he's just not going to get anything done at this point. And he's also been having injuries as well.
But they have to do something. You can't just win a championship or saying you can't have that mindset for every team. It just doesn't work like that. So they have to do something. This is the best they can do for now. So, and it's a 1-year deal. So I think it's worth the gamble.
Yeah, the risk isn't too bad. It's just the way I would structure it. If I was Phil Jackson, I would just go young.
So
that would be
basically.
Yeah, that would be my mindset.
But they've been taking for a while. I think Knicks fans are tired of that.
Knicks haven't been trying to tank. That's the thing with the Knicks is they haven't been trying to tank. They've just been bad. They've just been really bad. Carmelo Anthony just proved to everyone that he's just not a superstar anymore. He just can't carry a team anymore.
Also, there's the fact that he brought Joakim Noah with him. So
even
if he doesn't work out, he brought Joakim Noah. So that's a plus.
That's a plus for Derrick Rose. Yeah, he brought in a superstar. I guess.
Well, I do think they're gonna struggle defensively because with those guys. I think they'll have the only guy that I could actually see playing real defense is Porzingis. The rest, I think, is going to be slower in today's style of play. Right? It's people going with smaller, faster pace. I think they're going to really struggle on that part.
So where do you guys think this puts them in the Eastern Conference standings? The Knicks.
I think they'll go really far into the playoff because East is really easy, as you know. But I don't know how far they will go. But maybe through the first round. But I don't see them going beyond that, honestly. But they'll make it to the playoff definitely because they haven't made it
Yeah.
to the playoff the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, I would probably say they'll make the playoffs as well. But my thing is, if they're not better than Toronto, and Toronto is a far cry from Cleveland, they're not even near Cleveland, and you're not better than them, I don't see a point in making that move. Atlanta, they're probably going to be better than them because Atlanta just lost Al Horford. Well, they're going to lose him.
Yeah.
They lost Jeff Teague, and they got Dwight Howard and his injury issues. So I would probably say they'd probably be maybe 4th or 5th in the East.
Yeah.
Possibly if they make another move, if they sign someone else, they're losing Aflalo as well. He was one of their key contributors. If they get him back, they could maybe sneak into 3rd, maybe contest for the 2nd seed. But they'd probably get swept by the Cavs if anything happens.
And it's still possible that they get another free agent. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
That's all we have today. Like and subscribe below.
Leave your comments down below.